Well, guys, one Mr. Daniel report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Wednesday, June 17th, 2020, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. The Academy of Motion Pictures of Arts and Science announced Monday that the 93rd Annual Academy Award would move from February 28th to April 25th. The Academy cited the global COVID-19 pandemic as the reason for the delay. The Academy also extended the eligibility period for 2020 films. Films released up to February 28th may qualify for the 93rd Oscars due to delays caused by the pandemic. The submission deadline for those films to be considered is January 15th. Previously, the Academy had modified the rules for eligibility to accommodate COVID-19. Since many movies are foregoing a theatrical release this year, the Academy allowed films that premiered on streaming services and video on demand to qualify for Oscars nominations, so as long as they were originally scheduled for theatrical release. Academy President David Rubin and CEO Don Hudson issued a joint statement. They said, "Our hope in extending the eligibility period and Oscars awards date is to provide the flexibility filmmakers need to finish and release their films without being penalized for something beyond anyone's control." The Oscars ceremony will air live on ABC from the Dolby Theater. The past 2 years have seen hostless Oscars. No announcement about a 2021 host has been made yet. They also delayed the opening of the Academy Museum from December 20th to April 30th. The Scientific and Technical and Governor Awards are also delayed to a new date to be announced. The cast and crew of Jurassic World Dominion plan to resume filming in July. Variety confirmed Monday that the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom sequel is slated to start production again on July 6 in the United Kingdom. Universal Pictures shut down pre-production on the film in March due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Studio confirmed Monday to Deadline that the movie will resume filming at Pinewood Studios. Production staff have been implementing new safety protocols on sets in anticipation of the shoot, with pre-production to begin next week. Universal is working with the British Film Council and U.S. unions to meet and exceed safety standards. Universal is reportedly spending $5 million on safety protocols for the shoots, which includes thousands of COVID-19 tests for cast and crew members and the commission of a privately medical facility called Your Doctor. Universal production executive said anyone with symptoms will be isolated immediately before being sent home. We want to make sure that we are going above and beyond the national protocols to create a safe environment. Cost isn't our main concern now, it's safety. Jurassic World Dominion is the third film in the Jurassic World series. The new movie is directed by Colin Trevorrow and stars Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, and Sam Neill. It is slated to open in theaters in June 2021. The cast and crew of Mission Impossible 7 will also resume filming this year. The movie starring Tom Cruise is expected to begin shooting in September and wrap filming in May 2021. Gone with the Wind is set to return to HBO Max with a new introduction from Black scholar and television host Jacqueline Stewart. The 1939 film was removed from the streaming service recently for its racist depictions and glorification of slavery. Stewart will provide historical content surrounding the film. A return date for Gone with the Wind on HBO Max has not been announced. A representative for HBO said previously, Gone with the Wind is a product of its time and depicts some of the ethnic and racial prejudices that have, unfortunately, been commonplace in American society. These racist depictions were wrong then and are wrong today, and we feel that to keep this title up without an explanation and a denouncement of those depictions would be irresponsible. Gone with the Wind, which takes place in the South during the Civil War, stars Clark Gable, Vivian Leigh, Leslie Howard, and Hayley McDaniel. The film, from director Victor Fleming and based on Margaret Mitchell's novel of the same name, won 8 Oscars, including Best Picture and Best Supporting Actress for McDaniel. Pop star Gwen Stefani is returning as the coach for the NBC singing competition The Voice. The other mentors confirmed for season 19 are Stefani's beau Blake Shelton, as well as John Legend and Kelly Clarkson. Shelton tweeted Tuesday, "Y'all here? At Gwen Stefani's back, and so is at NBC The Voice. See y'all in the fall." Carson Daly will once again host the show, which airs Monday nights. No premiere date has been announced. Stefani appeared on The Voice as a full-time coach in seasons 7, 9, 12, and 17. NBC said Tuesday its fall lineup includes Law & Order, SVU spinoff Law & Order Organized Crime. Christopher Meloni will reprise as SVU character Elliot Stabler, who returns to the NYPD to battle organized crime after a devastating personal loss. The synopsis says, however, the city and police department have changed dramatically in the decade he's been away, and he must adapt to a criminal justice system in the midst of its own moment of reckoning. Throughout the series, we will follow Stabler's journey to find absolution and rebuild his life while leading a new elite task force that is taking apart the city's most powerful criminal syndicates one by one. The show will air on Thursday nights at 10 p.m. after SVU, which stars Mariska Hargitay, and is kicking off its 22nd season. Also slated to return to the network this fall is New Amsterdam, Chicago Fire, Chicago Med, Chicago PD, This Is Us, Manifest, Superstore, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and The Voice. Will and Grace and Smash alum Debra Messing has signed on to executive produce and star in the new White House comedy East Wing, Starz announced Tuesday. The show was created and written by Ali Wentworth, whose credits include Nightcap and Jerry Maguire. Wentworth and divorce alum Liz Curtullo will also co-star in the series, which is based on the experience of Wentworth's mother, who served as White House Social Secretary during Ronald Reagan's presidency in the 1980s. Christina Davis, the president of original programming at Starz, said in the press release, the charm and relatability Debra brings to every character she inhabits will captivate audiences once again as she brings the character Hollis to life on the screen. This is a whip-smart comedy that, despite its 1980s set dressing, is pointed commentary on politics and the politics of being a woman today that will be a valuable addition to our slate of premium programming by and for women. Debra, Ali, and Liz will definitely not pull any punches. Will and Grace originally ran from 1988 to 2006. It arrived 3 seasons, starting in 2017, and wrapped up its 11th and final season in April. The stars of the sitcom 30 Rock are reuniting for an hour-long special that will also serve as a preview of NBC's Universal 2020-2021 television season. Confirmed to reprise their 30 Rock roles are Tina Fey, Alec Baldwin, Tracy Morgan, Jane Krakowski, and Jack McBrayer. The commercial-free event is set to premiere on NBC on July 16th. It will be rebroadcast a day later on sister stations USA Network, Bravo, E!, Oxygen, Sci-Fi, CNBC, and will stream on Peacock. The executive producers of 30 Rock, Tina Fey and Robert Carlock, said in a joint statement, "We are all happy to have this excuse to remotely work together again for NBC. To quote Kenneth DePage, there are only 2 things we love in this world, television and everyone." 30 Rock was the behind-the-scenes look at a fictional sketch comedy show and the network that produced it. The Emmy-winning show ran from 2006 to 2013. The project was announced as most TV and film productions remained shuttered and live performances canceled due to the coronavirus pandemic. Jimmy Kimmel is slated to return to host the 72nd Emmy Awards, and he will also serve as the executive producer for the show, ABC announced. ABC Entertainment and the Television Academy announced Tuesday that Kimmel, the host of the late-night talk show Jimmy Kimmel Live on ABC, will host the September 20th awards show after previously hosting the 64th and 68th Emmy Awards. Kimmel said in the announcement, "I don't know where we will do this or how we will do this or even why we are doing this, but we are doing it and I'm hosting it." Nominees for the 72nd Emmy Awards are scheduled to be announced on July 28th. Carrie Burke, the president of ABC Entertainment, says, "We know Jimmy Kimmel will deliver uniquely entertaining, funny, moving primetime Emmy shows. He's a true master of ceremonies who reveres this industry and its people. And just as Jimmy has done with his own show over the past few months, he will tackle this momentous event with heart and humor and bring so much needed joy and optimism to the television colleagues and viewers at home." HBO has acquired the Spike Lee-directed version of the Broadway show David Byrne's American Utopia. The network announced in a press release Tuesday that the film version of David Byrne's American Utopia, directed by Lee, will premiere later this year. HBO EVP of Programming Nina Rosenstein said David Byrne's American Utopia is a uniquely transformative experience and a perfect example of how entertainment can bring us together during these challenging times. She added, Spike's brilliance adds a level of intimacy to this powerful performance, and we're so thrilled to share this groundbreaking show with our audience. American Utopia features Talking Head founding member David Byrne, was a concert event that made its Broadway debut in October. The show features Byrne and 11 other musicians performing songs from Byrne's album American Utopia and Talking Heads hits. Byrne said of the film version, Spike and I have crossed paths many times over the years, and obviously I'm a huge fan, and now here was an opportunity for us to work together. I'm absolutely thrilled with the results. The Broadway show was an opportunity to challenge, a wonderful challenge, as well as an opportunity. It was a joy to perform, and, well, best to let the quotes speak for themselves. Thrilled that this show and the subjects it addresses will now reach a wider audience. American Utopia is slated to return to Broadway for limited engagement in September, pending restrictions due to the COVID-19. Schitt's Creek actress Catherine O'Hara and Mad Men alum Elisabeth Moss will take part in an upcoming benefit for COVID-19 relief. O'Hara, Moss, and others will join more than 75 film and TV composers and songwriters for the Soundtrack of Our Lives, a celebration for the film and TV music community live stream. The virtual event will air June 25th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube, Rolling Stone, Variety, and the Grammys social media channels. Proceeds from the benefit will go to the Music Care COVID-19 Relief Fund. The Soundtrack of Our Lives honors the composers, songwriters, music editors, music supervisors, studio executives, and others who help score and create soundtracks for TV and film projects. The hour-long show will feature several performances, including musical numbers by Zachary Levi, Patti LuPone, Alex Newell, Weird Al Yankovic, Peter Gallagher, and Harvey Feinstein, and a rendition of A Whole New World by Alan Menken and his daughter Anna Rose. O'Hara, Moss, William Shatner, Alula Carvalho, John Stamos, Danny Elfman, Reba McEntire, Clive Davis, Hudur Gundanachir, Rita Wilson, and Darren Criss and others will make appearances. Music Care's VP of Health and Human Services, Debbie Carroll, said in a statement, thousands of music professionals and creators are struggling during this pandemic and remain in desperate need of assistance. The continued support from the music community during these troubling times have been heartwarming and inspiring. The power of music unites us all and gives us hope for better days ahead. The Country Music Association and ABC are teaming up on a new country music special. ABC announced in a press release Monday that CMA Best of Fest, a TV special featuring memorable moments from CMA Fest Music Festival, will air July 9th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The CMA Best of Fest is a 3-hour concert experience hosted by Luke Bryan. The special revisits 25 performances from the past 16 years of CMA Fest in Nashville, Tennessee. In addition to Bryan, will perform with special guest Darius Rucker. The special will also feature appearances by Jason Aldean, Chelsea Ballerini, Garth Brooks, Kane Brown, Luke Combs, Miranda Lambert, Lil Nas X, Maren Morris, Brad Paisley, Blake Shelton, Carrie Underwood, Keith Urban, and other stars. CMA Fest 2020 was canceled in March due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The CMA said in a statement, after careful deliberation and in following the latest guidance from national, state, and local authorities, we're sad to announce that the CMA Fest will not take place in 2020. As the world is still greatly affected by the spread of the COVID-19, we cannot in good conscience risk the health and well-being of our fans, artists, staff, and country music community. Many other festivals have been postponed or canceled due to the health crisis. Officials announced last week that the Coachella and Stagecoach music festivals are officially canceled for 2020. And finally, Lady Gaga and Blackpink have released a lyric video for their song Sour Candy. The 34-year-old singer and the K-pop girl group shared a video for the song Tuesday featuring lyrics in English and Korean. The colorful video stimulates a virtual reality experience, and lyrics scroll in a floating dialogue box in the top left corner. The Sour Candy appears on Lady Gaga's 6th studio album Chromatica, released in May. Lady Gaga and Blackpink originally released the song a day prior to Chromatica's release. Chromatica also features collaborations with Ariana Grande and Elton John. Blackpink will make its comeback this month with the single How Do You Like That? The group will release the song on June 26th. And as your entertainment report for Wednesday, June 17th, 2020, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of the Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.